reality instead. Oh, goody. This is the first post I've ever made, but I love hearing these stories until it started happening to me. I apologize if this is a long story. Never apologize. I like them long. I like them chunky. It has now turned into a drama worse than a telenova and K-drama combined. And I thought all my fellow petty potatoes would appreciate this story. My uncle, 68 years old, was diagnosed with colon cancer about a year ago. I'm very sorry to hear. And this past month has been bedridden. My aunt, 64, has been taking really good care of him, despite being mostly blind, having onset Alzheimer's, and shaking due to other neurological issues. My cousins, Kevin, 34, and Karen, 30, in the meantime have been draining their parents' bank accounts, overdrawing them, and even making my aunt drain the rest of her 401k to buy a car for Karen. My aunt and uncle's bills are now months behind, and now utilities and phones are being shut off. Okay, I mean, like, are your cousins doing anything to help with your uncle and his health issues? I'm just curious. Aunt finally calls her two sisters, Bea and Lynn, to see if they could help because she felt like she was drowning. Bea and Lynn discovered the overwhelming pigsty Aunt has been living in. Oh my god, how are you not embarrassed? Her fridge was empty, and Kevin, who is living with them, was not helping with the cleaning or the bills. But he was helping send their bank accounts into a high negative while complaining that his mother doesn't help around the apartment. I always find it interesting how people behave when there's like health issues and pending looming possibilities that there might be a death in the family. It says a lot. Bea and Lynn, on the other hand, cleaned the apartment over the span of 2 weeks. That's how filthy it was, and paid most of their bills, spending over $2,000 each. They filled their fridge with food and cooked meals for Aunt, Uncle, and Kevin. I mean, realistically, that's what you should be doing, like, all the time. Not just, you know, when people need help, but you should be showing up. 1 week ago, Uncle fell into a coma, and the doctors told family to keep giving him medicine to be comfortable until he passes. And here is where starts to hit the fan. Karen starts telling Aunt that she's owed $42,000. For what? Because that is the amount Karen gave to Aunt and Uncle to help them with bills. This is why I didn't have the wedding I originally wanted, and hit her mother, causing a black eye. Oh, jeez. Kevin decided to take out several payday loans over the course of a year and tells his mother that she owes him money because he had to get the loans for them. I mean, how are their parents in such disrepair if they really had to take out this amount of money? He owes more than $30,000. Aunt was distraught with her children and the thought of losing her husband and calls me, her niece, 35, to see if I can help her. I visit, see the state of my uncle in a coma, hear what my cousins are doing, and decided, with the help of my mother Bea, to start filing all the legal paperwork to become the power of attorney, living trust, living will, and executor of the will. Essentially being fully in control of my aunt's life, finances, and being in charge of how she lives the rest of her life, and how she wants her things and money distributed after passing.
Better call Saul.
Fun part is, Kevin and Karen don't know about this because Aunt doesn't want them to know yet. You know what this means? They are moving.
That one kind of hurt my throat, I'm not gonna lie.
Since I appreciate my aunt wanting to tell them at the opportune moment, I made sure to call Adult Protective Services on Karen for hitting my aunt, and Kevin and Karen for elder financial abuse. Unfortunately, Uncle lost his battle to cancer this past Friday, November 1st. Oh, that's sad. My condolences, I'm sorry to hear. And not even an hour after his death, let me guess. Hello?
Where's my money?
We should have no expectations of our parents and grandparents to leave us any money if we don't have a good relationship with them and if we take advantage of them. Not even an hour after his death, Kevin and Karen are asking about Uncle's 401k and his life insurance policy. Karen was screaming at Aunt, saying that she's entitled to this money along with Kevin. You're not entitled to my love. God, the buzzards circling. Ugh, terrifying. I, on the other hand, am amping up my protective petty self and found out that Karen's car is actually under Aunt's name and have filed a report to the police to go get my aunt's car because it was illegally taken. I already have a buyer in the car in as-is condition. I told another family member to take my uncle's car and sell it for my aunt to help with the money issue she has right now. My family and I are going to be moving Aunt away from her toxic children, but I'll have to give an update later on that. This Friday, November 8th, is when I get to tell Kevin and Karen that they aren't getting any money. And I'm going to start a lawsuit against them if they look at, access, or try to use Aunt's bank account again. I feel bad for not knowing Aunt has been treated to this abominable questionable behavior before, but I get to make sure that she's taken care of from now on. I will probably update this weekend to let everyone know who's interested what happens.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to know.
Is it bad that I really want to know?
My petty ass sitting over here just dying for the petty filth to be read to these entitled Okay, cool. So we all feel the same way. Got it. I would pay good money to see the look on their faces, but I will settle for an update instead.